Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on cooperative multiplayer with Daggerwin. Okay, so if you remember at the end of last episode we just made a start on drilling this field with Canola, so we're going to continue with that first of all today, get this one completely finished, and then we've also got the one up there to do. Oh, Daggerwin hasn't joined yet. I thought he was in the server. Okay, there we go, so yeah, that one up there, there is a helper I think still finishing off the lime spreading up there, which we started last episode. And then that one also needs to be drilled, but we might move time on between finishing this field and doing the next one, because we can also drill Canola in September, and that will allow one of us to get on with some harvesting while we can actually get the help to do the rolling then. I think because we do an awful lot of rolling in this series because we've only got a small roller, so it does take a bit of time. So I think it's probably about time we've got the helper probably to do some rolling instead of doing it all ourselves. Yeah, so we can get on with some harvesting or something. While the helper does the rolling. That'll be in the next field there, because this one we can finish today in August as we are at the moment. The other thing we're hoping to get, if money and whether it allows in the use sale, is a mower, because we don't actually own any sort of mower at the moment. Even if it was just a front mower, actually there is one there. That one would be perfect, except for the money. Yeah, that one would do the job. We could put the baler on the back. I'll just tell Daggerwin that's in the sale actually, because that is pretty good. And then we can get our grass field cut for the first time and get the goats some food, because at the moment they've only got a bit of food in the meadow. They don't actually have any bales yet, so they do need to get some food. So what I'll do, I will continue this on a time lapse. I'll just let Daggerwin know that that mower is in the sale, the front mower, and that will be something better than nothing. If he just sells one tree, that'll be enough to be able to afford to get that. So yeah, hopefully we can get that today, and then we can start some mowing. Okay, first field is drilled. That one is the old canola field. That one will be going to a different crop next year, but yeah, these two are going to be the canola fields this year, so ideally I need to go and get that one drilled now. Now that we've actually bought a mower, I think probably we don't need to move time on. We were only thinking about doing that because there wasn't a mower in the sale and we were hoping one would appear, but it looks like Daggerwin is heading over there now to start the mowing, so yeah, there's no point moving time on, so I'll go straight onto this field and start drilling that one. But hopefully there's a machine here. Yes, there is. Good. I'll get on the quad track. Actually, this is the one that should be on the roller, on the drill, sorry, and the other one should be on the roller, because this is the more powerful of the two, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know for sure actually, but I'm assuming it is because it's the faster one. One does 20 miles an hour and the other one does 18, or that shows 17. Right, let's get that attached. Let's just see which one. That's a 9380. So what's the other one? 9380. Oh, they're the same model. Okay, so I have no idea which is actually the more powerful one. Well, I'll get this over to that field. I'm going to get the helper to do the rolling this time because we are both fed up of rolling. We need a bigger roller, but yeah, we've got to make do with this one for the time being. And yeah, I suppose we don't need to roll, but it's more satisfying to know that you've done everything you can to improve the yield. I know it's only a small increase, but it's still an increase. So worth doing, I would say, especially as it's quite a good field, this sort of. It's one of the better fields we've got anyway for soil type, so yeah, I would have thought it's worth doing. So I'll get this going on a helper, and then I'm going to go and drill the second field of canola, which is the one on the hillside up there in front of me now. And this one here was canola. This one's going to be a different crop, like I said. So it looks like Daggerwin is currently going to be doing the mowing and the baling. What I suggested was he puts the mower on the front of the tractor and then put the baler on the back. Hopefully the tractor has enough power to run both at the same time. I think it will. And then he can get that all done in one pass, and then we can get those bales taken over to the goats, and they'll have some more food now over the winter. I know it's only August, but even so, it's good to have a supply in stock. Okay, so that's going to go off and do the rolling in this field. That'll save us both having to do it, because neither of us particularly want to do it. And then, oh yeah, these two combines still need unloading. We need to do that as well. And then, yeah, this field also needs lime. So there's loads to do, absolutely a massive amount of work to get done. But for now, I will continue with the drilling. I want to get both these fields sorted out really this month. See, I don't know which one is the more powerful of the two tractors now. They seem to have the same model number, so yeah, I'm not sure. The only way I suppose I can check actually from the menu here. I can check our vehicles and see which one. If you go to the quad tracks, wherever they are. Here we go. No, not that one. This one. The one on the helper is 400, and the one I've got is 600. Okay, I have got the more powerful one, and that's good. So that's weird then. It's the more powerful one is the slower one, which is strange. But never mind. I don't need the speed particularly for doing drilling, so it's not really a problem. Can I get through there? I'll try and get through to the field going this way. Right, okay, so yeah, I will continue now again on a time lapse and get this second field drilled with canola. that's good. So both fields there are now drilled with canola. I think they were the only two that we do with canola though, because the rest, well, most of them aren't even harvested yet from the previous year. And then that one they've just come past behind me there, that one was canola last year, so I don't want to do the same crop 2 years running really in the same field. I like to add a bit of variety, so yeah, I'd like to do a bit of rotation on the crops. The small trailer seems to have appeared in that bay. Yeah, not the best place for that one really, especially not right in the middle of the bay. This is mostly where the drill goes. So I can just nudge that out of the way a bit. It's not really in the best position. Right, hopefully I can get in now. Okay, good. Right, so that drill is done with for the time being. I'm guessing Daggerwin's done a few bales. I haven't actually seen what he's been up to, but I'm hoping he's done a few so that we can feed the goats. They have got food, but yeah, they've got the meadow, but they do need some bales as well. I don't know whether he's put one in there. I can't see any at the moment. But yeah, let's just check on the goats and see what they're doing. Right, yeah, so the meadow is pretty bad. It is growing, but it's not giving them much food, so we do need to put a bale in there really. Okay, he's still mowing and baling, so yeah, there's probably no bales to move well, there will be a few in the field, but yeah, he's not got us to the stage of moving the bales yet. So we've got that one doing the lime spreading now on this field. This tractor Daggerwin set up doing lime spreading. This one I think is almost finished doing the rolling. Yeah, it's on the last round of the headlands, and then we can move it onto this field here. So those two combines need unloading. I'll probably move the combines actually rather, because they don't need to be there anymore. So I'll move the combines nearer to the next field, which is the next field we're going to be harvesting. Let's have a look. Okay, so they're mostly soybeans. But these are, yeah, okay, they're going to be ready before the soybeans by the looks of it, the sorghum. So it's going to be these two next. So what I'll do then, I'll just take the combines back to the yard. I think that's probably the best thing. Then I can actually unload straight into the mill, probably, from the combines, directly out of the combine into the mill. That's probably the best thing. Oh, I've missed my turn. I don't usually go down there, but I'll go around this side. Hopefully I can get around this side. I think there should be no issue there. Yep, that's fine. So yeah, I'll take both the combines back to the yard, get them unloaded into the mill or into the silo if there's no space in the mill, and then we'll see what we're doing from there. Okay, so the combines are both ready to go. I've taken them both over to the next field, which will be ready next month. Whether or not we get to start that today or not, I'm not sure yet. It's getting on a bit in the day, so we might be getting onto that next. But yeah, we need to finish spreading this field with lime first of all. I think Daggerwin and the helper have been doing most of it, but I thought I'd come over and get these finished off, because I'd prefer to do lime spreading than rolling at the moment. So the other helper's over there in that field somewhere doing the rolling. So yeah, I will just continue with this for a bit, get this finished off. It shouldn't take too long now with both of us on it. There's Daggerwin over there, so yeah, it shouldn't be too big a job this now, and that'll be all the lime spraying done for the time being. once we've moved time on, of course, we will have the fertiliser and herbicide spraying to do in the 2 canola fields, which will take quite a lot of fertiliser as well, which is a bit of a shame because it's not a cheap crop to grow. That's one fantastic thing about the soybeans, is that they don't require any fertiliser when you're on precision farming, so it makes them very cost effective to grow. But yeah, the canola on the other hand takes an awful lot of fertiliser, which is a very expensive crop to grow, which is another reason why I've only done 2 fields of it this year. Although I suppose last year we did 1 field, but I think this field is quite a bit bigger than those 2. Well, not probably together, but this is a big field that we're in at the moment, so yeah. Anyway, I will continue finishing this off. We're virtually done now, but yeah, I'll just get this finished off and then we'll see what we're doing after that. So we've got all the bales moved, all the grass bales stacked up by the side of the field, and also picked up a few to bring back to the goats because they don't have enough feed really at the moment with just the meadow. So with a few bales at the feed point, or the feed trough, we should have enough food there for them to keep them going for a few months. So they've got 3 bales there, each one is 7,500 litres, so it's quite a few litres of grass there. In fact, 1 was enough, it turns out, but yeah, at least they've got a good supply now, so that'll be fine. And with all the other bales over at the grass field, that'll be enough to keep them going for probably a year, I would say. Anyway, that is all of that work done. We can move forward now. It is 7 PM, so I think, yeah, certainly time to move forward, as long as the rolling is finished. That's the only thing that I think is still going on, but it might be finished, I'm not sure. Let's check that. Oh, okay, it's almost finished, got a bit more to do, so I will take over just to finish off, I think. Not too much more to do, but I will continue with this. It shouldn't take long, and then I can bring this back to the yard. I don't know whether we'll be drilling another field this year or whether it'll be all spring crops, but I would have thought, yeah, probably that one would go to wheat, I'm thinking, or barley. Probably a good idea in that one, I'm not sure yet, but we could do that one in September or October. Anyway, let's just finish this off, it shouldn't take too long, and then I'm sure we'll be moving on to September. Right, so I think we're done then. Daggerwin just left, so I'm guessing he's finished now for today. But we've got quite a lot done there, very pleased with the progress, and yeah, Daggerwin managed to get the grass cut and got some feed for the goats, so that's the main big achievement for today. That's really good news to know that that's been done. But yeah, I think we are about done for today, so next time we'll have quite a lot of work to do again. We've got these 2 here which will need fertiliser and weeding. As you can see there, both of them are pretty bad with weeds, so yeah, they need herbicide and then they also need fertiliser, nitrogen. There you go. So there you go with that. And then also down here we've got the 2 sorghum fields, which I think will be ready now. Yep, they are. That's good. So those 2 need harvesting. The soybeans will be next month, I think, in October and November for soybeans, but these 2 are this month, September, so we can get them done next time, along with the herbicide and the nitrogen, if we have time to do everything and if we can afford it, of course, because the fertiliser is not cheap. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for today, so I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.